We know you love us, but the information on our podcast is provided for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for professional advice of any kind. If you or anyone you know needs professional help, please seek mental health services. Welcome to the Date Podcast, the show for anyone navigating the dating and relationship world. We interview celebrities, talk pop news, discuss dating do's and don'ts, and debate relationship topics. We are available on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Please subscribe and review if you like what you hear. Check out our website, datepodcast.com, for more information. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now, let's get on with the show.
It's Emma.
Hey, it's Zorric.
Host of the Date Podcast, and we have another show for you guys to see.
It's about safety again.
Safety.
We should all be safe, right, Emma?
For sure.
In these times of what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh, we need safety. Okay.
So, I was telling my physical therapist about how every single time that you talk to me, you ask me if I'm on dating apps or if I'm dating, and my answer is always no, because we're in a pandemic, socially isolating. And he just thought it was the funniest thing ever. And there was another patient also working on stuff too, and he stopped his exercise, and he just started laughing for a whole minute. And he's like, I like that excuse. And I was like, yeah, take it. You're welcome.
It's, you have said the same excuse even before the pandemic.
But now it's more of a legitimate excuse. You know what I mean? Now it's real. This is real.
But you don't have to meet up with a person. You can go on a video chat date. You can talk on the phone.
That's what my physical therapist said. And I was like, no.
You can send them mail in the U.S. postal system.
I mean, we could, but it's
so
very delayed right now.
Or you can just send packages. Send it through FedEx. Just send them a picture.
I'm gonna send you a package.
That would be so romantic. Dating somebody, but doing it not through technology, but that should be a TV. We're gonna TV show.
Bro, we have been talking about this. This is called we're back in Jane Austen times, you idiot.
What are you talking? We have not been talking about this, but no.
Yes, we have, because remember how it was at the beginning we were socially isolating, and that we were this is why that I was this is why people were so excited back in the day whenever
Uh-huh.
I hate you. But it's true, remember, because they would have to send each other letters back in the day in order to court each other, and it was my dearest Clementine, I have missed you so much, blah 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 blah.
I think that's brilliant, but nowadays we can have someone that can deliver. Can you Uber something, a letter to somebody?
I don't think you can.
Courier a letter.
Yes.
Ooh.
Maybe. I don't know how to. You should get on that, Zorric. Get on that, bro.
But I think that there's still because the person that's kind of delivering the mail also can have something, whatever it may be. COVID. Corona. Yeah. So that would be an interesting thing. There's this service where they matchmake you, but you can only communicate through mail. And you get pictures, like Polaroid pictures. It's just a thing. And then you choose that person, and then the guy or gal takes that photo or photos. It's like Tinder or Bumble.
But snail mail version.
Snail mail with people. But you know what? It will build the suspense.
The anticipation, right? Yeah.
At 5:00, Emma, you're gonna have 7 bachelors that like you, and you'll be able to choose the photo. And maybe the guy or gal who's delivering that information to you can talk about that person and vouch for them. Or
Like I told you, you could watch India Matchmaking on Netflix. I'm about to like ask my mom if we can find that for me.
Yeah. Or let's say there's like 7 guys, right? And we tell the 7 guys to choose their favorite movie. And the courier delivers their favorite movie to you, Emma, and you choose the movie you like too. And so, based on the movie,
pick someone based on the movie.
Based on a movie, and then after the movie, after you guys agree on the movie, or you pick the person on the with the movie, then you guys now communicate back and forth with snail mail or with like telegrams. You can send.
Are like telegrams even like exist anymore?
They should bring that back. Jeez, bring back telegrams. Bring back typewriters. I mean, bring it all back. Horse and carriage.
I got a record player.
Oh, is it a Crossley?
Stuff back. The Victrola.
Oh, classy. That's a very classy thing. I feel like a lot. Wait, okay, it's time for the news. It's time for the news. What the hell's going on here?
All right, we all know who the OG from the OC is. Who's the OG from the OC, Zorric?
Wait. The OG from the OC. Is that Tamra Judge?
Nope, but you're in the right track.
Is it,
Woohoo!
Oh, is it Twirl?
Nope.
No.
Wrong cast.
Oh. Is it... So she says woohoo. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Vicky.
Yes.
Gunvalson. I win. What do I win today, Emma? Tell me. What do I win?
So you win my respect.
Okay. Thought I had that already.
It comes and goes.
Oh my gosh.
Like the ocean flow.
Emma.
So the OG from the OC, which is the Real Housewives of Orange County, Vicky Gunvalson, has listed Zorric, and I think you might want to jump on this, her Orange County home that she's lived there for 20 years. It's been notoriously filmed on the Real Housewives of OC for the past however many years. She is selling that home for $3.4 million.
I'm looking. Okay. Okay,
I'll
I
send
see
you
it.
the link. Hold on.
No. I can't look at it through my phone. I have to look at it through here. Okay, I see it. Oh, yeah, it is really nice.
It is so nice. I didn't realize her backyard was like that. I don't know if detailed's the right word, but it has a lot of stuff. I didn't realize it was like that kind of badass.
I can't even see it.
So the OG selling her house for $3.35 million or $3.4 million because she has announced that she is moving to a condo in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Ooh, that's amazing. I would love to do that.
The house, if anyone is interested out there, is a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom house. It was built in 1995 in the transitional style. It is 2 stories and it has a center island kitchen, formal living and dining rooms off the entry, as well as a family room with a wet bar. And I will say, after watching the OC for all these years, Homegirl has done a fantastic job remodeling her house and like making all of these changes to kind of keep it like trendy and modern. Like her kitchen is legit. I love it.
That is a house for an older person for sure. It's not modern whatsoever. It's like your style.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
your style.
I'm an old lady.
It's like a grandma. If you were a grandma and would love to spend $3.5 million, although they have a Toto toilet, which is a good toilet, but they have a 8-seater dining table. No, the kitchen looks nice. I'll give them the kitchen.
I like the kitchen.
But everything else is like Victorian age. I feel like I'm back in Queen Elizabeth's time period because this stuff is okay. Bathroom's okay.
Anyways, the outside has multiple outdoor seating areas, a barbecue pavilion, and a fire pit. And the barbecue pavilion is like adjacent to the swimming pool water slide. Like it is really cool. And like it's sort of like covered by all the stone. And then of course, like I said, there's a swimming pool that has a water slide, a spa with built-in lounges, and a waterfall.
No, the key, the selling point is definitely this waterfall and grotto. Definitely.
That backyard, right, is like beautiful. Like she would host all of her parties like there. When like every single time she had a party, like she'd have them in her backyard, like her patio, because it was beautiful. So Vicky Gunvalson like bought this house in 2000 with Don Gunvalson. You remember Don? I love Don.
Not the other guy, but Don. He's before the other guy.
Yeah, that was her husband.
What was his name? Spade or something?
Don Gunvalson, her husband.
Yeah. After that was like.
Oh, we are not going to say his name because he's a horrible person.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, when they bought the house, they bought it for $1.1 million.
Wow. 3 times her money.
Yeah.
So what? Okay, this is a question for you. According to the internet, what is Vicky's net worth?
Isn't it like a...
Don't look it up. Nope.
No, I'm not looking it up. Isn't it like $5 million?
Close. $7 million.
$7 million, okay.
So, what is her salary per season? Or was, I guess.
I don't know because she owns Coda de Casa Insurance.
Allegedly, it's $500,000 per year, which is, a pretty hefty salary there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she works hard. So she, purchased this house in Mexico because she wanted it to serve as both like a vacation and retirement home. She's probably going to move there with her, new fiance, new husband. I forget his name, but he was on the show for a little bit. And I think that's one of the reasons why, like, she isn't on the show is because of him. But, I mean, I could be wrong. So, exciting for her. I don't know how I feel about her not being in the OC, so we'll see. We'll see.
Well, it's a new chapter for her, so good for her.
For sure. Yeah, I'm happy for her.
She's probably going to do her own show in Mexico. It's going to be the Vicky show. You think?
Okay, so on that, I think I've seen some people post on Instagram, but nothing has been confirmed, so that's why I haven't talked about it, is that I think that Vicky and Tamara are actually getting their own spin-off show.
Yeah, reality series. I see it here on the internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See?
Okay, well, there you go.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's move on. So, Zorric and I love The Crown, except he really hasn't liked this last season with Olivia
Terrible.
Colman.
I think the storyline was good. It's just, what's her name? Olivia
Colman?
I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
I need you to watch her in Fleabag. That's on Amazon. I think you'll get a different opinion about her.
Yeah, I watched like the first episode and I still didn't. Nah.
A Fleabag?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, like once.
You should watch the first episode of the second season.
Okay.
With Andrew Scott.
Okay. So she's in the second season, not the first season. Is that what you're saying?
She's in both seasons of Fleabag.
Mm.
But Andrew Scott, oh my gosh. I love him. Okay, so as we all know, The Crown actually takes it's broken down by seasons, and so not so there's a change in the third season. That's when Olivia Colman replaced Claire Foy, and so we know that season 4 will be the last season that Olivia Colman is in it as Queen Elizabeth and Helena Bonham Carter as Princess Margaret. So they have announced who is going to be they've announced some people that are going to take over the roles for Queen Elizabeth for season 5 and 6. And so
who is it?
Queen Elizabeth, and I think I mentioned this already, is going to be Imelda Staunton. Do you remember when we watched Downton Abbey?
The movie?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you remember the woman who had the illegitimate daughter working for her as like her servant?
No, I may.
That Tom like fell in love with.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, so Imelda Staunton is actually going to be playing Queen Elizabeth. She is also kind of like famously known for playing what's her face? Professor Umbridge in Harry Potter. Like that's another role that she's known for. So she'll be playing Queen Elizabeth, and then Leslie Manville will be playing Princess Margaret. And a lot of people might know Leslie Manville from Maleficent. She played one of the fairies called Fiddle.
Yeah. It says that she was in a ton of movies, like
yes.
Sweeney Todd, Into the Woods, Wizard of Oz.
Who, Imelda Staunton?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the latest person that has been casted is Prince Philip. And Zorric, you're going to know this person quite well.
Tom Cruise.
Do you remember in Game of Thrones, the dude who was in charge of that like weird religious cult that like made Cersei do the shame walk?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Long hair.
So Jonathan Pryce is actually going to be playing Prince Philip for the 5th and the 6th season of The Crown.
Oh, there you go.
So I don't. It'll be interesting to see him. Like he was. So Jonathan Pryce was also in oh my gosh, the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes, he's an older guy.
He is an older guy, so it's just kind of interesting, like seeing him in roles, and it's kind of funny to see like everyone that's like. I feel like a lot of Game of Thrones people are coming over to The Crown now.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tobias Menzies, you know, who was the idiot brother Tully on Game of Thrones, is now Prince Philip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so it's exciting. I loved The Crown, so I have no complaints on like Zorric. I think my only complaint was like that both Olivia Colman and Helena Bonham Carter have brown eyes instead of the blue eyes. But like they wouldn't like the contacts like bothered their eyes, and then they didn't CGI them, so they just left them brown.
True. Yeah. That's cool.
Okay, that's all I got.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about a staple of Dallas, Texas, that's been here for over 11 years. Do you know what that is, Emma?
I do know what it is.
It's an establishment that has been here for over 11 years, and they call it quits due to COVID-19. And it's the Dallas Comedy House, which is a very, 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 very sad. It's a sad day when it happened. I think it was like a few days ago when I texted you about it.
Did you cry?
No, but very sentimental because I have a really close group of friends that we all met at the Dallas Comedy House, taking classes, doing shows together, like building this relationship. And so it's really super sad that they closed down. And obviously, you know, in the time of COVID, there's no one really going to shows, movie theaters, nothing, right? You're not going to sports games and all that. So, you know, I don't know the details, but I just know what's been reported and what's been like posted in the Dallas Comedy House Facebook group and all that. And they are closing down, which is really sad. And it was kind of sucks because when that happened, we're all like sending pictures of us performing and us as a group. So, you know, it's a real sad time. I hope they can get things back up, maybe in maybe a smaller capacity. I mean, they have the name, they have the reputation, but it's terrible, right? It's like like your school closing down or something. I don't know, and so that's what I have to say is that they closed down, and I hope improv comedy lives on forever in Dallas. But I mean, you have the Dallas Comedy House, you have 4-Day Weekend, but I don't even know if 4-Day Weekend is even doing shows. Probably not. So, what are we gonna do, Emma? No more improv.
What? How will we live in a world without improv?
Yeah. So they were in Deep Ellum for forever, and then they moved to a different location in Deep Ellum. But that's all I have to say. It was a sad, I think, weekend, and a lot of the people. It's a very supportive type of environment. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know. Like you should have taken classes there because you would have learned a lot about just performing and had met a lot of cool people. And I think if there's one takeaway from there, there's this saying that we do before each show. We say, "I got your back," and so everyone says, "I got your back. I got your back." So it's basically saying that pick up your teammate if they need help, or just support your other fellow performer. And so that's all I got for the Dallas Comedy House. I'm sure we'll talk about it more. We've had a bunch of my performer friends on the show anyway, so I'm sure they'll be back and we'll talk about it. We'll probably reminisce for a few minutes when they come back. But
I'll just drink wine when y'all do that.
Yeah, drink wine when we do that. But anyways, sad day.
I gotta say, even my sister sent me something about it, and she was like, "Isn't this the place where we wanted to go see Zorric?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "That one time that we went to the wrong, we saw the wrong people." And
we were competing. So there's this thing called King of the Mountain that they do every year, and we needed your votes to win, but I think we
still won.
Yeah, we won anyway. but yeah, so it's one of these things where you just keep competing if you keep beating the other team, and so, but it's by vote. So I would invite all of our friends.
I would invite my friends. I'd be like, Zorric wants us to go because he needs our vote.
Yeah, don't watch, just vote, okay? And so it was a great time. Our run ended, but it was fun. So.
Didn't y'all get to be king of the mountain?
No, we were in the last round or something like that. I forgot what it was called. It's the last round of the whole thing, and then I think we lost. Well, we did lose, and we don't talk about it because it's a sore subject. Because we're all threes. Our group is all threes. We're all threes.
Really?
Yeah, we are all super competitive.
I don't get 3 vibes from all of y'all.
Well, the only non-3 is Carl. I think he's the helper, the supporter. What is that, 7 or is that?
See, I get more of a 3 from him than I do from the. Sorry, girls, but from the girls.
No, they're hard 3. Hard.
I don't even get
3.
a 3 from Steven.
Steven is a hard 3 too. He's straight up hard 3.
Is he? Okay, Steven. But Steven and I are frenemies, so.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's talk about dating. So.
Do you feel better? Hold on. Do you feel better?
I feel better. Yeah.
You feel better?
Yeah. We'll talk about this app called YourSafe. Have you used this YourSafe thing before?
I haven't, but apparently they're going to be partnering up with Grindr, so this is going to be kind of helpful for the LGBTQ plus community. Just because, it's just going to enhance, I feel safety, through dating. So I already think there's a struggle just in the in the straight community when it comes to dating, especially when it's women with men, sorry men, but they tend to be looked upon more predatory, and so it's kind of more of a theme in the LGBTQ plus community too. So I feel good, finally, we are paying attention and we're realizing that these are the things that we need to take care of.
Yeah. And, I think what YourSafe provides is they provide, I guess, a module or features and functionality in Grindr where you can do an SOS call. You can show somebody what your latest location is. Mm-hmm. You can share your location with friends and family. There's a voice-activated SOS. There's a built-in background screening, which is something interesting because I think we've done a billion episodes on this, but I think what was it 60% of people do a background check? Well, not not like a full background check.
Right.
Well, like a Google search on you before they.
Right.
But this is cool because I honestly think this should be implemented in like all dating apps, right? Not just Grindr, but Bumble, Tinder, because it's all about safety nowadays, right?
Right.
Although, do you think it is safer today dating than maybe like let's say 8 years ago?
Like I don't know in all honesty. Like, did it
Guys,
feel
she hasn't been dating
safer?
for 8 years, or not? Is it been 10 years?
I haven't dated in like the past maybe 2 years.
Okay, not 8.
Get it together.
Okay, so do you feel like it is safer today than it was 10 years ago, 8 years ago?
What's funny is that I heard in the 50s, not 8 years ago.
Oh, Emma was born in the 50s, first of all.
I was born in the 50s, everyone, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe about the same. I don't know if like technology like makes us more aware or if it like I don't know if it makes us more aware. I don't know.
I think it's safer today. Because you're safe, it kind of takes a lot of different features already in your iPhone or your Android, because I don't know if you've seen this, Emma, but like when you like accidentally press something on your phone, it'll come up with an SOS thing. It'll say like swipe left for SOS. So what Your Safe did is they took that feature, put it in their app, and then also in the text message. I can send you my text message. I think you've done this to me before, or we've done this, but I can send you my location via text.
Yes.
So this does it within the application already itself. And then on top of that, it does a Google search. So I think society is still, I don't know if it's really got progressively worse or it stayed the same with the crappy things that happen. But I think that because of media, I think maybe all of these bad things that were happening during dating has kind of brought everything to light. I think it still was happening back in the day, but I think today you just have these things where you can be tracked, you can do SOS, and you can call your friend right away. Whereas before you couldn't do that,
Right.
So, but I don't know. I think this is a good move for Grindr. It says that Grindr is now 4 out of the top 10 grossing global dating apps that provide this service. I wonder what the other ones. Meet Group, the Meet Group, and Real Me. They've also partnered with Your Safe app. So Your Safe it's patented. That's what they're saying here, but I don't know how you can patent. I wonder what they patented. So, yeah.
What is a patent?
It means that I can't make a Your Safe app myself. Or I can't make a feature within Your Safe app. I can make an app called Emma, but I can't have that same feature that is patented in my app or your app.
Got it.
Yeah. So
I knew what it was, but I just wanted you to explain it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just for the
No,
audience.
because I know that. No, do you know how I know? It's because of like drug companies, like especially like allergy medications. Like I remember when Claritin had the patent for the Claritin medication, and there was no generic Claritin because they owned the patent. And then like 10 years, I think they had the patent for 10 years, and then they couldn't like renew it again. So then they started making generic Claritin.
So does Coca-Cola have a patent?
Yes.
No.
They don't?
No. You know why?
Don't ding me!
You know why?
Because it's Coca-Cola. Because Pepsi?
No, because when you
Wait, no, hold on. I know this. Hold on. It's because if they patented it, then that means that it would be easier for other people to take their recipe.
Yeah. Basically, they just disclose everything that's in the recipe.
Boom. I did know that.
Boom. Okay. Guys.
My business school learnings are helping me right
I
now.
thought it was just clanking in that brain when it comes to business, but she kind of knows something, guys.
I know something.
Yeah.
You can't just say, I declare bankruptcy. Like, you have to declare it.
I declare.
Bankruptcy!
Yeah.
Alrighty, sorry, let's go back to safety.
Okay. Another couple things. So just with this Your Safe app, so I think what this will do is it'll I don't know. Grinder will seem more safe.
Yes.
I say seem. I don't know if it's going to be actually more safe, but I don't know what other apps there are out there that have implemented Your Safe app and have increased their safety. I don't know. Maybe there's some research.
Do you think this is something that maybe needs to be, not trialed isn't the right word, but maybe more like surveyed across like who's using this and who's not, and like whether they feel safe or not?
Yeah, I think so, because in business it's a lot about perception. Like, okay,
Right, for
we
sure.
we use Your Safe, and okay, now my app is safe, but it's just perceived as safe. I'm doing there's also something called Uber. Uber kind of implemented something called Ride Check. So there's a lot of and that kind of flags unusual events during the ride. But the overall theme here is that safety is like the number one thing when you're riding an Uber. Or I've heard so many horror stories where women are taking an Uber home and they kind of get sort of harassed, or they get kind of hit on by their Uber driver. I've heard so many stories about that. But you just got to stay safe and be aware of your surroundings.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. So I guess we can check back within 6 months and see if people think Grindr is safer with Your Safe. What's interesting is that there are no apps like Bumble or Tinder or Hinge, Coffee Meets Bagel, whatever it is, that have a safety feature.
Right.
No.
I like that. I like that. Like the Grindr. I don't know if it's CEO. Has said that they are just no. So I'm sorry. It's like the Your Safe app, that they're happy that they've joined forces with the Grindr just so that they can help people just feel more comfortable dating and then creating those meaningful connections with each other. Because I do think that's something that like does stop a lot of people from getting on these platforms. It's like the need, like you don't feel safe because you're just like, well, this is going to be like another weirdo that I'm going to be set up with.
That is a stigma too. And we've talked about this so many times, but the stigma is, that like Tinder, right? There's a crappy stigma about Tinder, like, oh, this guy is gonna do whatever, or do something bad to me. But there is that stigma that's still around with dating apps.
For sure.
Right? And so where am I going with that? What I'm saying is that you just gotta stay safe. That's all I'm saying.
And I also like that it's not just going to be here in the United States. It's going to be globally that this is kind of being implemented. And so I think that's going to be helpful, like especially in countries like where, the LGBTQ plus isn't widely accepted, or, like it's kind of more difficult to come out, just to like provide that extra layer of feeling safe and being able to like go out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So today, with COVID, do you feel safe going out on a date?
Are you serious right now?
Some people don't care.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's just a matter of.
I told my physical therapist, I'm not gonna die for love.
But that would be romantic. So romantic.
No.
That would be like Titanic. Like Jack died for love.
Honestly, though, like that, don't even get me started on that movie. Like that makes me so mad.
Who else died for love? Jack died for love.
But,
No, we don't remember. No one else.
He did, but it was stupid. He could have gotten on that freaking door.
He could
He
have
could have survived, man.
Yeah.
No, he had to freeze to death. It was idiot. Both of you are idiots. Or like Rose could have been like, you know what? Like, let's share half and half. Like, I'll get on for a little bit, then you get on for a little bit and warm up. You know, like what that crap? Like she was just like, I just lay on the door forever and watch you freeze. Like she literally watched him freeze. Okay, like she literally watched him die.
You know, to Jack's credit, he was a gentleman. That's what a gentleman does. He dies
okay,
for
Zorric,
his...
you die like that next time then.
Okay. In the ocean.
In the freezing ocean
with my love on a door.
Melting glaciers, okay?
Yeah. I'll do that.
And I'll watch you from the safety of a rowboat.
What else do you have on
Now I'm mad.
Why?
Because stupid Rose let Jack freeze.
Oh my gosh. It's her fault. I mean, Helen of Troy, right? Wars are started because of women and love and, you know, Titanic.
I kind of regret that. I kind of like don't like that statement because I feel like, yes, like it does happen because of women, but like I also think that it's like men, like you guys are the idiots that are like, I'm gonna fight for this. I'm gonna go to war. Let me go to war.
You see what we do for you guys? You see what a man does.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, okay, I think that's it for today. We've talked a lot. Like usual.
I do not regret anything I've said.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. So, I think we should have some guests on. I think we will have some guests on.
We will have some guests.
Yeah. And maybe let's do a COVID-free month. From this episode on, let's not talk about COVID.
Dude, you can't make blanket promises like this.
Well, we can do this for 4 weeks. We could just not talk about COVID, and we'll talk about love.
All right.
Okay. Well, I think, I know that's the show for today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please give us a holla at our on our Instagram, or we have an email address, I think, somewhere, and shoot us some information on what you want to hear about, and we'll talk about it. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to be your pals during this this time. As Emma is typing, I can hear her type with purpose.
Oh, you can?
She types so loud. It's like she's like typing through the keyboard. And I bet her like
cover on it.
her fingers are like steaming right now because she's typing so fast. And she's frowning at the same time. Okay. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Date Podcast. Please subscribe and review if you liked what you hear. Send us an email at hello@datepodcast.com for any questions, comments, or show topics you'd like for us to discuss. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Most importantly, tell your friends about our show.